Hello, my wonderful, amazing artists. It's me, Miss Abby, your art teacher. And today we're thinking like architects and designing buildings, but not just any building. We're designing our dream home. And I got inspired by The Big Orange Splat, which is a fabulous book about how Mr. Plumbean got a big orange splat on his house, used his growth mindset, his beautiful oops perspective to transform his house into his dream house. And he covered it in bright colors and palm trees and a hammock, and he made it the coolest house on the block. And that inspired his neighbors to make each of their houses different and reflect kind of everyone's different dreams and perspectives. And that's what we're thinking about today is, what is my dream home? And that's probably going to be different than your dream home. And that's part of the fun. So here's one I did on paper. So our challenge today too, because we're advanced, we're in the 3rd grade and we got to take it up a level. My challenge to you is to think both about the outside of the house. So what does it look like if you were to be on the street riding your bike and you saw the house? What does it look like on the inside? So here's my inside. I've got an art studio with a big table and lots of space to store things, a bedroom, a cozy room with fairy lights, a kitchen with a big, beautiful stand mixer, and a living room with lots of bookshelves. And then outside, it has this cool, bright window and gardens, a place to hang out in the front yard, and a greenhouse, and a rainbow flag. That's my dream house. Yours probably looks a little different. You also get to choose if we want to draw using markers and scissors, if we want to maybe add some cutting out, or if we want to maybe collage, cutting out and gluing using some paper. I used some cardboard because that's what I had, but use what you have. Or we can try origami. Now, I made this with a scrap piece of paper. Any size and any size will do, so long as it's a rectangle or a square. Origami is an art form that originated from Japan, and it's a way of folding paper to make 3D things. Like this is my little 3D house, but you can also make paper cranes, paper airplanes, and fortune tellers are all a type of origami. And they all start with using a flat paper, but instead of drawing on it or cutting and gluing, we're doing everything with folding. So if you want to give that a try, you can, or you can draw. I'll show you. Now I'm going to show you the origami. And I recommend, if it's your first time trying this, I would use 2 pieces of paper. 1 piece of paper is going to be a practice, kind of like this scrap paper. Then you're going to go into using a nice, clean, beautiful paper. So this is my practice sheet. I recommend using a practice if you can, if you're learning, because this took a bit of practice for me. The first step is we're holding our paper the wide way. We're going to fold it in half, lining up the corners, and then using our thumb to smooth everything out. Then we're going to open it back up again, and we're going to see this line, and you can feel it with your fingers, and fold in towards that line. So this side, and then this side in. Sort of like double doors or something like that. And it's okay if it's not perfect, because you can refold, and this is a practice. Then we are going to fold it in half and open it up again. so that we have another guideline. You can feel it right here. And fold it so that this edge is going over. So we can kind of see it looking like this. Like a letter L or something. Now, this part is tricky. So it's okay if you don't get it right. Is that you're going to hold down with one finger. And then we're going to reach in here. This is kind of like a pocket. And we're going to take this corner and try to pull it out. See that? Whoop! We're swinging this corner out, and this edge is going to get weird and wrinkly. That's okay. It's going to get weird and wrinkly, and that's just how it goes. And then you can smooth it out like that. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And friends, it is a-okay if you are struggling with this, because it's new and different for a lot of us. It takes practice. There you go. So now we got a house shape, and it's 3D, which is kind of fun. And if you wanted, you could draw... If you wanted, now you could add some cool details, like some windows, right onto, let me fix that, that is not straight, because I am drawing upside down again, because I'm on camera. You could add some windows, those are a little messy, but you get the idea. You can add some windows, some doors, or you can kind of imagine you have x-ray vision and can see inside, like where there's the kitchen and the bedroom. Ta-da! Now that I have my folded origami house, this is a good starting point, and I think I'm going to make this the outside. I'm going to draw the outside here and the inside on the back. And for this, I'm going to start with a pencil so I can erase. This is the inside of my house. On this side, I've got a bedroom. I've got an art studio with like lots of shelves and space to make art and lots of art on the walls. I have a living room with a comfy couch and a kitchen. And this is just the beginning. Drawing the inside of rooms is a very fun challenge. Now, I've got the outside. Outside, I have a door, I have like a little picnic sitting area, a big bush with some flowers on it, or maybe some berries, I haven't decided yet. Some windows so that you can let light in. And that's my house for today. I hope you give this a try. Whether you opt to draw, origami, or cut out, I would love to see what you come up with. I especially am curious what you think about this inside and outside thing. I think that's really interesting. And I would love to see what rooms you would put in your dream house. Bye. Have fun making art.